Just so you know.
That's rolling, and people are mad at you about the silence on last week's episode.
I already stated my response, and I have left it out.
Wow.
I cut it out.
It's on the cutting room floor? Mm-hmm. Damn.
Yeah, no, I'm just bad. You know, what are you going to do? I'm just bad. You know, but why, by the way.
You're a bad guy, yeah.
Hey, what are you going to do? By the way, you posted the video, right?
Of what?
Of the podcast last week.
No.
You didn't?
No, I was under the impression that you did.
Remember I was like, I'm going to go, but you can start uploading it. And then I said it like twice before I left.
No, I'm being advised to not confirm or deny that by my advisors. Damn, dude, are we fucked? No video last week on accident. I'll put it up today before this even comes out. Nobody will even know the difference.
Yeah, but
that silence between each thing. Should we just stop doing the podcast?
Never.
No matter what.
No matter what. The podcast continues. I'm telling you, I've lived the lifestyle of no podcast. I've lived it. I lived it for a year. It's not for me.
Was it the first year of your life? That was the only year you never had a podcast?
My first podcast I started doing when I was, I believe I was 25.
Oh.
And
I thought you were going to say like 17.
No. And I've always had a podcast going one way or another. You know what I mean? Sometimes the podcast is, before I would be leaving messages on my friends' answering machines.
Yeah.
Or I would create my own answering machines. I wouldn't, not like Steve Jobs in the garage.
I'm creating an answering machine. Dude, I think this is a long roundabout way for you trying to deflect responsibility for the minute of silence that was left in the last episode.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
I think you just need to own it. You've been running your whole life.
I've made a mistake, folks.
Yeah, there you go.
I left a minute of silence in the last podcast on the audio, so there had to be just the audio.
Yeah.
Man, I used to listen to those religiously after I'd post them just to make sure
everything
was perfect. And
what happened?
I don't, it's been rough,
Yeah,
it's,
I get that. Yeah, I didn't hear from you for 4 days. What was going on?
Buddy, I was just running the streets.
Dude, because you're always talking, you're like, this person, nobody wants to whatever. And then I call you every day that I call you.
Wait a second.
I call you every single day. I'm like, what's up? You're like, dude, you called me. Literally 100% of the time. Every single time that Kevin answers the phone, whenever I call him, I go, what's up, dude? How's it going? And he goes, nothing. You called me. I was like, yeah, I know I called you.
Like
yes,
that.
it is.
But it is a running bit that you call me and you go, hey, what's up? And I was like,
that's how I talk on the phone.
Yeah, I know. It's how you open. It's your opener.
I say, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
And then every single time you get pissed as fuck.
Look, it's a great opener. Just think
you go. You called me, dude. I hear you do that. You pull the phone away from your face and you rub your fucking brow, and you're like, you called me, man.
Well, I grabbed the fake gun that I keep by my chair,
Yeah.
And I looked at my kids. I go, Bruce. And I point to the phone, and then I take the gun. I go,
and they're like, ah.
Yeah. No.
Your kids are super down with suicide?
They love it. They love that stuff. Oh, man. No, it's fucking dark out there right now. The humor.
The world?
Oh, the humor in the children's lives.
Kids.
Yeah. It gets real dark. But, it's good because I kind of feel like I still get to interact with Ben Avery on a daily basis.
By talking to your kids?
Yeah.
Or hearing about the humor?
Yeah, because the stuff that they enjoy, I mean, it just goes to show that Ben is always on the cutting edge.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Well, he really is. He knows what's going on. He always knows people's names and stuff and what's going on. And my son is very similar.
He's a person who told me about that QAnon little guy in the wheelchair.
Yeah. Always got the hot.
He knew that guy's deal before freaking anything. But I think a lot of people who listen to this podcast also do.
Yeah, that's true.
I think they know a lot of very random information about little dudes in wheelchairs who live in Indonesia.
Yeah. I mean, I've turned the corner on a lot of that stuff, because in the beginning I was just like, it's all 4chan and Pepe and the alt-right, and I was like, I'm not interested in that. However, then I started looking at what people were posting, especially the Pepe thing, and I was just like, I looked at it and I was just like, okay, I see what's going on here, you know? So I feel it's not that bad. You know, I don't really care anymore. I used to care. But anyway, and then I just, I had a life-changing experience at a truck stop bathroom.
What kind of truck stop? Loves?
No. This was a city sponsored truck stop,
That's
dude.
not
You
good.
know, no. And I started going, life's too short. You know, life's too short.
Like
Life's too short to judge Pepe.
rest stops are so sketchy.
Oh, 100%.
You ever go? Every time I've ever been to a rest stop, I legitimately feel like I'm about to get murdered.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a weird little like jail type bathroom.
Well,
It's metal shit.
It's
and then-
lit perfectly for a murder scene,
Yeah.
too. It's like they're very bright lights, but for some reason they're not like diffused, so they're just like all these spotlights, like
Yeah.
you're in a film noir
It's
of your own
spooky as
death.
shit.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of spooky as shit, welcome to Bag Fries, the podcast with Bruce Gray and myself, Kevin Tinkin. Super glad you came by to join us here at the corporation of Bag Fries Incorporated, and just to come by and just celebrate two dudes just being as free as possible, you know, trying to, you know, just have a conversation and be bros, you know. I mean, if you want to be one of our bros, you know, send us an email to bagfriespod@gmail.com and be like, hey, sup, bros? And I'll send you back one.
Yeah,
you
lady
know?
bros come through also.
Yes, women are welcome. I'm just always surprised because everything I see on the internet, for the most part, are women hating men.
Yeah.
So then I'm just like, okay, I'm sorry. Can I just stay over here? But in reality, in real life, you know, we both have interacted with women from time to time, you know? And,
Yeah,
they're not like they are the voices that are pushed forward online don't feel representative of what I usually find in the world with women, right? You know, it's not as aggressive,
Yeah.
you know, and
But you know, it's like a new diary. You know, back in the day, chicks used to
That's
go
true.
home and they would, you know, go in their diary and be like, "Dudes fucking suck."
Mm-hmm.
You know, like these guys are awful, and you know, I hate guys. Guys suck. Girls rule. Boys drool.
boys drool.
Which, you know.
Yeah, men are from penis.
Yeah, men are from penis.
Yeah, penis, and women are from
Also, Comedian Cinema Club.
men
July,
are from penis. Women are from scars.
Yeah.
What a piece of shit. I apologize.
July 29th, Comedian Cinema Club, Los Angeles, California. Get tickets now.
Yeah. And share the pod. If you like a clip, by the way, if there's a point in the podcast and you go, oh gosh, these guys really tickle my funny bone, let us know in the comments, you know, so that we can find it and be like, oh, that'll be a good spot for a
Yeah.
clip. And if you enjoy it and you want to reach out, do that. If you don't, hey, we just glad that you are aroused by us.
Yeah, that's
You
good.
know, yeah, sexually.
I went to the beach yesterday. When was the last time you tried to fly a kite?
That's probably over like 30 something years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know what the deal is. We broke 5 kites on the beach yesterday.
You lost it, dude.
I legit, like, we set it all up and they were just snapping. We couldn't get them to go. One of them got tangled up in the fucking lifeguard truck.
Oh shit.
It was wild, dude.
That's
But also kites,
That is
they were so cheap. God,
Yeah.
we did a Frozen one. We did a 2 Minnie Mouse ones and 3 Disney Princess ones.
Oh shit.
They didn't have a lot left. We bought it from the little like kiosk in the middle of the boardwalk over there in
That's fun.
at the beach. And I went over there. There was $10 each,
Sorry.
I believe. I think it was 2 for $20. And I was like, okay. And then those 2 broke. And I went back and I was like, legitimately 5 minutes later, I was like, hey, these broke immediately. I was like, could I grab like 2 kites for $10? And
Yeah.
she was like, just take. She's like, you could just take the whatever. And then she was on the other side of the thing. And it was me and Xavier. So we were on the complete opposite thing. And I went, whah, and I snagged 3 of them. So I grabbed the 2. Like, you know, I was like, can I get 2 for 10? She was just like, yeah, you can take whatever. So I grabbed 2. And I was like, you know what? I'm grabbing a fucking another one for good measure.
Man.
And then legitimately broke all 5 of them.
Yeah.
I don't know what the deal is.
The
It was
wind
hard.
was the wind just blowing too hard?
The wind, it was pretty windy. It might have honestly been maybe too windy.
Real talk. I mean, you got to make a kite. You know, that's really the way to do
Yeah.
it with just some newspaper. Like you're living in the 30s, dude.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because I was thinking, I was like, I should put.
I'm serious.
Whenever I was flying that kite and it started to go a little bit, I was like, damn, I should have put my car keys in the middle of this shit.
I'll put a kite up against any kite out there. I'll put up against a kite that I make out of twine, dowels, and old newspaper.
What is a dowel?
A dowel is like a stick.
So what, you like just newspaper? Or you're gonna like paper mache it? What do you
Bro.
think of Ben Franklin in this bitch?
Hell yeah, dude! I put some keys in the sky. You know what I mean?
You know what I heard?
That's by the way, that's what big time coke dealers say.
You put some keys
I
in the
put some keys in the sky.
Damn, yeah.
Yeah.
The only kites I'm writing is a
They call me
note on a string to my
I'm sorry.
dude in the cell next door.
They call me Benjamin Franklin because I've been putting keys in the sky.
Yeah, that's actually
Keys of cocaine.
Yeah, that's good. Have you heard my sick golf joke? Because whenever people ask how my golf game's going that day, I go, man, they're out here calling me Hitler because I'm dying in the bunker.
That's good.
You think that's good? That's
I love it. I love it.
That's why I got to. That's the shit I'm putting out on the golf course.
I love bad jokes. I really do love bad jokes.
I mean, you do an hour of them on stage, about 3 times a week. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'll tell you what. It's a celebration of my love for bad jokes.
That's what you do. You're a bad joke presenter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
I do have some jokes in my act that I don't like, but people have. It gets a response, but for some reason, I feel like I'm above it or something. Like the white noise machine bit. I'm just like, this is dumb.
Yeah.
Like I don't like it, but everybody else likes it. So I'm just like, so a lot of times when I do those jokes, I have to make fun of how bad they are by being a stereotypical comedian or whatever.
Yeah, dude, you got to go out there and be like, one for me, one for you. Because then you do that joke, and then you tell a joke where you're like, I got my nuts twisted in the lawnmower engine, and people are like, ah.
Yeah, you're like, no, I ever tell you guys the 9-minute story about the cyst on my scrotum sack? I've done that one time. And by the way, there's one of the older comics in Fresno at that time watched me do it, and forever that's been his opinion of me. That's who I am.
It's funny because I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
And the one time I did that guy's show, and I was before we ever met, was where I still lived in Bakersfield.
Yeah.
And he was like,
Back when you were shooting people with a slingshot.
I had somebody had mentioned your name, and he was like, he did this joke did like a 9-minute joke about, said at the time, I think, like testicular torsion. Which isn't that your nuts getting twisted super hard?
Yeah, it is. That's not what it was about.
There has to be a band called Testicular Torsion.
Hell yeah,
it would be
dude.
fucking psychotic if there wasn't.
That would be dope.
Have you never got testicular torsion?
No. It was literally a cyst on my scrotum. That was.
Ugh. And what happened?
I busted it. I fucking busted it at a camp.
Busted.
I was at a cabin with my friends.
Why would you bust it at the cabin like you're fucking
don't
like
know.
you're doing a home birth in the 1800s?
It was very painful, and so I'm just an idiot. And then
I'd be so fucking mad at you if. Did your friends know?
I mean, yeah, I told them immediately.
See, I would be so mad if I was like partying up at the cabin and you were like, dude. Do you know what I'm saying? And be like, dude, what?
Yeah.
You're ruining our good time by popping. Like, why can't it wait? Why couldn't you have done it before, after?
Yeah.
Like, it's literally. Like, it's literally like being at a wedding and being like, oh, I just put one of those small rubber band circulation cutter off things on one of my hemorrhoids in the porta potty.
I know, dude. I don't know, man. It's part of just being an open book.
What did your friends say?
I can't even remember.
Did any of your friend have the correct opinion for you to be like, why are you doing this?
I don't think so. I think they all got it. They all got it. But the story involved me going to calling the doctor who was at the university or whatever, and them being like, don't touch it, don't do anything to it, and I did. And then when I came in, she had a group of students walk into the room as she was examining my testicles. And then she was just like, this is a lot of patients don't listen to your your guidelines. For example, this man here, and goes through the whole thing.
How you pop the cyst?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I drifted a tiny bit because I saw a text message. I came back in at the craziest time. I'm so sorry. So what happened is,
I got it. It happened. I got the cyst.
Yeah.
And it was really bothering me.
and you popped it. You
So-
popped it while you were camping, and then
So I made the appointment. I went camping.
what, the psychologist? Like, why would you do that to your friend?
I went camping and that happened. You know, I was in a shower. I wasn't like, "Hey boys," like it was just
I
like,
think you were like, "Hey fellas, anyone want honey mustard?"
"Oh, dude, don't do that, dude. That's nasty."
Hey fellas,
Oh man, there's people gagging on the highway
I'm
right
sorry.
now.
Hey friends.
Well, that's one
look
of the
at this
reasons.
thing.
There's certain jokes that I find funny because it grosses people
So you were in the
out.
shower. If you told me you were in the shower and you popped a big cyst on your nuts, I'd be like, dude, well then clean the shower.
Yeah. I mean,
put
there was
bleach
nothing,
in there.
I mean, there was nothing to clean.
It's
It
the
was-
idea. It's
Yeah, I mean, once you have a medical understanding of what the cyst is, you don't worry about it too much.
Yeah.
But
But it's like
anyway,
if there was a shower, you were in the shower, and somebody was like, "Oh, dang, I had a miscarriage in there earlier."
yeah, but come on, man, we're talking about like popping a pimple versus. It wasn't like what
Would
these
you- would you-
videos are
No,
online
it
where
was-
it's just
it was
fucking.
huge.
It's like a cheese fountain at
Yeah,
fucking
it was
a wedding.
the size of an 8-ball,
No, it was
and the
very
same color too.
It was very much like a big pimple, like, you know what I mean. Like it wasn't like crazy. Anyway, so I pop it as a thing. Then I call. I say, "Look, I don't need to go," and I took care of it. And she's like upset at me because she told me not to touch it. And
Is that your doctor?
yeah, because she's literally because I was like
Sounds hot.
because I called and I'm
I
like
told you not to touch it.
yeah
She wanted it to be saved for her in a TikTok video.
yeah. But I told her that I had been trying to take care of it and I couldn't. And that she's like, "Stop. Like, don't do that." And I'm like, "All right." And then I call, like, "I took care of it." And she's like, "I told you." So then when I went to visit at the University Medical Center, where everybody's students and whatnot, and you sign an agreement saying you can be used for medical understanding.
You have to?
Yeah, that's why you go there. I mean, it's free. So it's like, it was it was great,
So then at that point, they're allowed to bring people in at any time and be like, "Look at
Yeah.
this dude's nutsack."
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And so
Is there, it's funny because if it was me, I would ask, it'd be like the type of thing where they cover my body completely and then they just cut out a very small square in the thing outside of my nuts with my nutsack. So it's all that they could see is that the entire thing.
I wish. Well, she was attractive, and so no, I'm literally just sitting on the table and she's got my nuts in her hand. And this is like, honestly, probably the second time that had ever happened with anyone. So I was like, it's a little awkward,
What kind of look do you have on your face whenever she's explaining that? Are you just looking at them and nodding like, "Yep, yeah, I popped this damn thing on my sack"?
It was I'm trying to like really like reinstill the context as you were saying it, but it was very much just like, and then just being
You
like,
look like an old man waiting for the bus.
yeah, it was very much just like, and then when she's like, "This is what happened. I told him not to touch it." Now,
You know what the posture and look I'd have on my face is the same look as one of the Ronald McDonald's outside of the McDonald's. That's on the bench with his arm out, where he's all smiles and he's like,
yeah.
I'm like, "Come on, look at my sack, huh?" Are you allowed to talk to the students while they're looking at it?
I don't know. I mean, maybe. Most likely, it's kind of the Wild West of medicine out
Yeah,
there.
I
you
don't
know,
like
the
that at all.
Medical school. No, I don't think you're supposed to like it. I mean, it's
Some people would like it though.
But I mean, for
Did she?
it's a consequence of being poor. I was going to college.
Were you complete? You were in a gown,
no.
but I mean, did you?
I
But you weren't like wearing your jeans. You didn't have like your balls pulled out of your zipper.
I literally just pulled my pants and underwear down and wow. And then I hopped up onto the table.
Did you cover your penis with your shirt?
No,
You just dick out?
I I mean, I was wearing a crop top. I'm pretty sure.
It said boss with $2 signs. You're wearing a leather hat.
It was mesh.
Yeah.
I had my nipples were popping out of the mesh holes.
Yeah, and you were wearing short shorts with a stud belt. And
Yeah. I just moved the my short shorts
Yeah.
over and my nuts just popped out.
I went to an event.
Like, there they are, doctor.
I accidentally went to an event today. I tried to go to the dog park, and at the park,
Oh.
they had a big. We ended up going to the dog park, but it was a big like National Dog Day thing by like that lady Lisa Vanderpump.
Oh, yeah.
And so I guess she loves dogs or something. And so
Earl Skakel is a big fan of hers.
is he?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I mean, that's not, I shouldn't even say it, but that's how I am even aware of Lisa
Of who she
Vanderpump
is.
of Earl
I mean, she's
Skakel.
huge. She has like big shows, like big reality shows, all kinds
Shouldn't
of
say
bullshit.
that about women.
She does have a few big shows. She's as big as the Big Show. That's how people are going to edit it. We're like, Lisa Vanderpump is as big as the Big Show, and then it's like me comparing her to the wrestler
Yeah.
Paul Heyman. I think his name is.
That's what the rest of the podcast is about.
Yeah. Anyways, we
Anyway,
went
yeah.
there, and it was, I mean, just a bunch of. It was an event for gay guys and their dogs. It was pretty popping.
That's dope.
But there was this girl doing some kind of like presentation, I guess, with like some kind of, like a big fair where it's like the same kind of idea as a guy selling pans and being like, and look what this one can do. You
Yeah.
know? And it's like, you want to bend it? Look how easily I can bend this. Sir, you look strong. Try to bend it. You can. Like that. kind
Really?
of-
That's
that-
what was going on?
No, it was that. I was doing an impression of one of those guys.
Oh, yeah,
But this
yeah.
girl was doing something with dogs, but her voice and energy was legitimately like she had just taken the microphone from somebody and was like screaming about human trafficking or something. It was crazy. Sounded like she was screaming bloody murder, and it legit took me and Kelly like 20 seconds to realize nothing was going crazy in the park.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
it was
dude,
nuts.
with the combination of the pandemic and the way people act online, there's a whole generation of people that are growing up, my kids included, and I'm trying to fight against it, but I'm working on a fountain of youth so that my children never grow up.
What are you trying to say here?
So the way people going out into the world for the first time in many situations, or at least in years,
They forget how to speak.
They forget how to.
But she was like
act.
She was like a presenter.
But that's what I'm saying. Going out there and screaming with that level of intensity about a dog.
No,
thing,
she was doing like the dogs were doing like tricks.
Yeah, that's
So
what
it
I'm
was
saying.
like dogs doing tricks on the thing, and she was like, "All right, look at him, look at him!" Like it was fucking. I'm not even exaggerating whatsoever. It was crazy. And then I was sitting at the dog park, and these two dogs were chasing each other around. Came right over and on top of my feet by the bench I was sitting at, and started fucking all over my feet. They were fucking each other on top of my feet.
Hell yeah, dude.
I know. And then I was like, I literally was like, "Hey, fellas, don't bring me into this." And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
the owner came over and was like, "Stop."
It's Fraser Smith.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, folks.
Hey, it's a horny dog there.
Yeah,
no, there's
sorry,
literally
jeez.
some guy, I think in a pink tank top that went up and grabbed, I think maybe both of his dogs and was like, "Stop." I love the West Hollywood Dog Park, dude.
Hell yeah,
It's
dude.
great.
Yeah, that I mean, I love West Hollywood in general. Like it's there's a shit ton of great entertainment on the streets and in the buildings. You know what I mean? Like it just watching people is fucking
Great
amazing.
place to be. It's fun.
I mean, Barney's Beanery is one of my like when I think about like, this would be a cool place to go.
Yeah.
Like just a spot to like we're gonna do something at night. Which I hate. I don't generally like let's just go out to a bar. Like
Yeah.
I don't like that. And that's me. I'm not saying that that's bad.
Saying
or
people
anything.
are stupid who do that.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying I'm smarter than them. No. But I just dig it. It's just hilarious. The people there, because you'll see like, famous people, you get great food, and then
last
there's
time
lots of hilarious gentlemen.
Last time I was at Barney's, there was trivia, and we got our ass handed to us. But I think people
Oh, really?
were cheating.
Really? Oh, you Google.
When was the last time we played trivia? Because now people, I mean, maybe it's
Never
just
done it.
Really?
Never done, never will.
But everyone gets like their own team name, and I always try to do something funny, but not. Some people just go crazy because you'll be at the trivia thing and people will be like, all right, and in the lead, we have 9/11 rape baby followed up by John Kennedy's penis. And it's like,
Jesus.
it's fucking insane.
9/11.
It's like, not like that's an example of how hardcore they go.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, it's truly insane.
Everyone's Let's Go Brandon.
Yeah. So followed by Let's Go Brandon, followed by Fuck Donald Trump, followed by Both of you guys are stupid. What would you name a horse if you could do a horse race? Because I've been watching horse racing lately, and those have really good names. What would you name a horse?
Ooh.
Because it's all kinds of crazy stuff.
Bubblegum crotch rocket.
Bubblegum crotch rocket.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
That's not too
That sounds
bad.
like if you put like what's your birth date and old street address. And
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
whatever, and then you pick a number, and it's like, my name is- yeah.
James Menlo, by the way. That's what is yours?
What?
Your porn name. Your
What is the porn name?
Well, it's your middle name and the street you were born on.
Oh, it would be Roy Eugene Gladys.
Oh shit!
Or if it was talking about the hospital, it would be Roy Eugene Old River.
it's got
that's a good
It's got a
time.
couple of bends to it, if you know what I mean.
Oh, dude, it's an old windy river.
Oh, wine here.
Move slow on top, but fast underneath. You know what it look like on the thing.
I love when
I would name up my horse They Themica. Is that be good?
Yeah, I'm gonna name my horse. They haven't told me yet.
Yeah. I would name it something like Elon Musk's kid, like a Control Alt Delete. Control Alt Delete is actually a sick horse name.
That is a pretty good.
I knew that's like what Elon Musk's kid is named something crazy.
Yeah.
It's like
If I
space bar, caption bar.
if I had a fish, I would name him Elon Muskie.
That's awesome, dude.
Thanks, bro.
You should get a fish. Is it illegal to make betta fish fight against each other?
I think so. But the
Let's just say a long time ago,
yeah.
over 7 years ago, I knew some guys who were breaking the law and betting on it.
Oh, really? I'm pretty sure that shit's online. It's got to
Like
be.
betta fish fighting?
Yeah, that's got to be illegal though. I can't imagine it's legal.
Yeah, they hate each other.
Yeah, dude, it's intense. That's you got to keep them separated.
Yeah.
You know, that's what
That's
that,
what the
that
song is
Offspring
about, yeah.
song is about. Yeah.
Put my betta fish together.
You got to keep them separated.
Yeah, that's good. This is the worst podcast ever.
Come on.
Did I ever tell you
pal.
about? I was thinking about earlier today. Did I ever tell you about how
Dudes?
the time I almost lost my virginity?
No.
So, dude, I was talking to this girl from a different school. You wouldn't know her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think if I think I was a freshman.
From a different school.
I think I was a freshman in high school. Maybe it was like the summertime or something. But this girl was like, I was talking to her, and she was like, "Oh, you should come over here and fucking, slob on my knob," or whatever she was saying. And I was like, "Whoa!"
Wait, she said that to
She
you?
was saying that type of shit. And I was like, "God damn!" And I was like,
Yeah.
I must have been not even 16. I must have been a freshman or sophomore. I think I was a freshman. And I was like, "Well, I can't. I don't have a ride over." It was like 1:30 in the morning.
Have a ride.
I didn't have a ride.
Yeah.
There's no Uber or anything back there, but she was like,
When was this? 2 weeks ago.
no, I mean 2009,
Okay.
maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. And she was like, "Oh, well, it's all good because this guy is coming over here to fuck my friend, and he can give you a ride." And I
Wow.
was like, "Sick."
Yeah.
I was like, "That's so perfect.
Yeah.
It's all working out."
I want to know more.
I know, but then the dude picks me up. It was him and his friend too, in this like Chevy Suburban, a square one though, an older one, you know.
Yeah.
The Chevy Suburban, and I'm like, "What's up, fellas?" Like we're all like, it's literally just like a fucking not trolley. What's the word? The bus, like a bus to get to a fucking thing.
Shuttle.
It's literally like a dick shuttle, like we're
Yeah,
a shuttle for dudes who are going to this one girl's house to fuck.
We all going to Cheryl's.
Yeah,
Come on, hop in the fuck van.
So then I got in there, and then I think this dude, I don't remember if this dude, all right. So we go in there, and this girl is, like she has a ladder, like a pool ladder,
Yeah.
from the inside of her window to the outside of her window, which seemingly makes it seem like there's a lot of stuff going in and out of there. Where you have to like, go up 3 steps and then down 3 steps, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I go in there, and but that dude's friend, I don't know what was supposed to happen with that dude's friend, but he stayed in the car. And they were like probably like seniors in high school, but they like kind of all looked like the 2 dudes looked like they were in Blink-182.
Oh wow. So
Like
they're-
not like, you know,
which at that point, I wonder that it'd still be pretty cool.
if they were in
2009?
Blink, no, I mean if the 2009
No, if
the
they
dudes were
look
Blink-
like that style. or
Yeah, of
whatever.
course.
Like
They
in
looked like they were-
Bakersfield too.
yeah.
They like those
not
guys
with
are
like
cool.
the Travis Barker tattoos, but with like the other guy, probably like a lip ring in there. And then
No,
so
that's
that
less cool.
dude comes in there,
Fuck, I don't get lip rings, but
and then it was the girl,
I'm 100
the
years
girl
old.
who I was going to meet. It wasn't her place; it was her friend's place. So then that other dude, whatever, stays in the car when we all hang out in there, and then they just start making out like super passionately on the bed, and I'm over in the corner on the floor with this girl, and I was like, oh fuck, nah, shit. And so I was like, all right, dude, and then I start like making out with that chick, and then this dude starts.
I'm like,
This dude starts fucking laying pipe over on the other side, and I'm like, fuck.
holy shit.
He's laying mad hard.
How
pipe.
old are you?
I think 15, 16. Fuck. I think 15. So this dude over here, he just starts laying actual pipe. You know?
Yeah.
Like
Why aren't you in separate rooms?
there's
The parents are like,
yeah, the parents are definitely there in the other space.
Jesus.
And then so that dude's laying crazy pipe. And I'm
Yeah.
like, whoa, this guy's laying pipe. That's crazy.
Are they being loud?
Pretty loud.
Jesus.
I mean, as loud as you know, if you're on the other side of the room with somebody when they're freaking banging, it's like, what are you gonna do? Yeah,
I don't know.
how
I'm
you
just
keep-
thinking
if
about the
somebody was
parents.
where the desk is over here, fucking laying pipe.
Yeah.
You would definitely be like, damn.
Oh, like that couple right there?
Hello.
No,
Big-
it's part of,
bad-
another part of the gallery. Yeah, we
Bad
got
Fries sweepstakes.
Yeah, we got the couple fucking on the couch. We have a race and gender of every nationality in representation. Just oh yeah, okay, they're all giving us thumbs
It's
up.
like whenever you do a focus group thing where you watch something and you have that wheel that whether you like it or not. So you're getting a constant readout on whether people are into it or not.
That's what stand up is kind of.
Yeah, they should. We should get a few of those.
That'd be pretty dope.
Super funny.
There's got to be an app that would like allow you to do it on your phone. I
Yeah,
wonder.
and then the person who gets like the highest score wins like the whatever.
Yeah.
That's why they should judge comedy contests, dude.
That's pretty great.
Interesting.
That's pretty good, man.
Don't steal that idea.
Yeah, don't.
But anyways, that dude's laying pipe. I'm like, fuck,
Yeah.
and I end up not laying pipe, dude. Just-
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Did you make out, or were you
was
guys
making
you're
out.
like, what's your favorite movie?
Shut up, dude. You know I was figuratively laying pipe,
Do you like hamburgers?
and so, and then I remember I was like, do you want to describe the act out?
Oh yeah, that's yeah. He is. It looks like he's doing like a. You see what like when a man walks across and you use your fingers to do that. He has turned the man upside down.
Yeah, I turned the man upside down,
and he's
then-
also grossed out.
Yeah, it's
I
like
can
I'm
tell.
getting a dead animal out of the garbage disposal.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, plugging my nose. I'm like, and then I was like, I don't know about this. And then at that point, I was like, man, maybe I'm gonna lay pipe. Maybe this is possibly happening. I like felt something like run across my freaking foot, and then it was a rabbit.
Oh,
This girl just had a rabbit like loose in her room. Man. So that mixed with everything else, it was like a real. I didn't lay
I
pipe.
feel so bad for this family. This girl, like this.
That her parents are in the other room doing whatever, and she's getting railed out.
Well, yeah, and also the aggressiveness to which she pursued, and then
Yeah.
the bunny is like a weird element. Like
Yeah,
there's
bunny's
definitely
there.
like not. It's not a home that is like in order.
No.
you know. There's a ladder outside the window, which means that she's probably. I mean, I don't know. It sounds like she was probably abused, but I don't. I don't know.
You legitimately sounded like Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
No, it sounds like she was probably abused.
Now you think when you go into the window, you think you were the first boy that's been in there.
You think Dr. Have we talked about this before? Whether or not Dr. Phil lays it down? Because his wife is always on the show with him, walking him off. She's at every show.
I think that's all a ruse.
You do?
Oh yeah,
You think it's
I've seen Dr. Phil in a lot of Leather Daddy clubs.
Yeah.
you know what I
You've seen
mean.
behind the scenes footage.
And I was there doing stand up. I wasn't participating.
There's
but-
a show in Portland where they it's at like a sex club where like kinky people go and be kinky, and like it's like $50 for single dudes to get in there usually because
Yeah.
it's like, well, you're not bringing much to the table, you know.
Can I say this? I think I am finally. I think I'm developing an opinion.
About what?
I think one of the type of person that I least want to be around is a really horny person.
Yeah.
That bothers the fuck out of me.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, I think I don't know. Probably a little bit of Jesus is in my judgment of it.
No, but I mean, being around horny people sucks ass. Even if I'm horny, I'm not. If I'm horny, nobody else is gonna know it.
Like that girl that dresses in virtually see-through clothing at the Comedy Store every night.
Yeah, I know you.
I judge her immediately.
Of course.
I'm like, and I don't like it because of sexuality, and I don't like that I judge her. You know what I mean? But I also can justify it. But I hate that I do that.
Yeah.
Especially women.
I
Women and sexuality.
I also don't want to be around.
I
horny people.
hate dudes who are like also into that shit. Just like the guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in there.
Damn, there are a lot of good-looking ladies here tonight.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, dude, you know what, man? I'm looking for some pussy tonight.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude. It's like, all right, dude, jeez.
But I will be the
But I'm
wingman
also
to a lonely
PDA.
friend, you know?
Lonely's different than horny.
Yes, it is. It really is. It really, really is. Yeah, the guys that are just nasty, that are just I'm trying to get in and get my shit out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wild.
I don't want to do it. I don't like sex.
I don't want. I love to fuck, dude.
Nah,
but
it's
I
not-
fucking
not for
hate
me.
PDA sucks ass.
I love PDA.
Why?
It's because I don't know. I like
I'm not talking about like kissing someone very briefly or like smacking somebody on the ass very lightly. I'm talking about people like full on like tongue kissing and groping each other.
public
Yeah.
public displays of sexuality,
Yeah.
of horniness.
PDS, PDH,
PDH.
Yeah, I got my PDH. I ain't got my PhD.
Yeah,
Public
yeah.
display of horniness.
Yeah.
That's the degree you have.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I got a buddy who I love spending time with, but periodically, I guess I shouldn't even say that it's a particular person. This has happened multiple times in my life where I have a friend who gets in a relationship and it's like, first off, they'll be gone, they'll disappear. Secondly, it's just everything is about the relationship, and then they're fucking macking down, you know. I remember at Fresno City College, I came to school one day and there was two special needs students making out hard.
Fuck yeah.
And
See, that is the only one I'll accept.
they were on the fountain, and the guy
They were in the fountain.
No, they were sitting on the fountain making out, and he fucking reaches down her shirt and pulls one of her boobs out.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you like, hey, wait.
Well, that was the thing. Like in the beginning, I was kind of like, because I used to try to do this as a bit, so I was trying to think about the beats of it, but it was like, I do remember genuinely being like, hey, like that was my first like, come on, guys. But then my second one was just like,
I want to see it.
no.
I want to see her tit.
I didn't want to like cock block anybody,
Of
either
course.
one of them,
Yeah,
you know. And
they're both.
she was telling him to pull the other one out. you
Was
know?
she?
Oh yeah. I mean, it was as if they were the only two people in the world, and it was very. I mean, it was a real romance story.
More than
you know?
anything, I would love to suck the tit of my beloved on a fountain.
Amen,
in front
brother.
of everybody.
Amen.
That's what I mean. That's like, are you sure they weren't just French?
They were just saying hello.
Yeah, I mean,
That's how the French greet each other.
Are you sure they weren't just freaking French perverts? Dude?
Yeah, I think you might be right. I thought they were special needs people making out, but it turns out they were just French people greeting one another.
Dude, there was these people in the front row the other night at a show I was doing. It was these two ladies from
The only two people there?
yeah, no, these two ladies from Poland.
Yeah.
And they spoke very little English. They were very nice. I believe they were lesbians.
Oh,
and
Polish lesbians.
Polish lesbians. And,
Reminds me of a joke I heard.
yeah.
once.
It's a drink I ordered. in a restaurant all the time. Give me two Polish lesbians. Fucking shot at
Give me a Moscow Mule, give me two Polish lesbians, and I want a gay guy grapefruit and vodka.
All right. We're out of the gay guy.
Fuck.
But I was like, it's like, so in Poland, if you guys want to tell a joke about a real fucking idiot, it's like, who do you put in there? And they were like, I don't think they understood English enough to understand the joke, but it did come from the rest of the room was real into it. So I was like, hey, let's say you wanna tell a joke about a real fucking moron, maybe a few fucking real dumbass motherfuckers. And your jokes, what country are those people from?
And you never got an answer out of it?
No, I didn't.
Oh man,
But I'm
I
sure
was
you
ready
can
to
find it
learn.
online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great, dude. Are you? By the way, you did that Madonna mic one night, and with the lapel.
Yes.
And I thought that was fantastic. I think I may have said that before on the pod, but that was good. I think especially because if you're getting some regular spots at the store, if there's any spots that you feel are like throwaway spots, you should do something
Yeah, of
different
course.
like that because. Man, I don't know. I feel like I've thought that was great. And in my experiences of just doing something completely different, it's always fun. Like when I played the guy from the future or just random shit, it's
Yeah.
always been a good time.
It is funny in the belly room too because I could do like this would be very funny because you could do the headset mic. You could sit up on the balcony up there, and then you could turn off the neon light and then turn off the other light, so it's just completely dark up there.
Yeah.
And then have the headset mic like this, and then go and sit on the balcony, and then the person introduce you, and you kill the stage lights, and then you turn on the lights of you up in the balcony, and it's like a play almost.
Dude.
That would be very funny.
That would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You
Like
could totally get that
Yeah,
done.
absolutely.
And then have, I mean, how would you get in? I mean, you could,
It'd be so easy.
just pretend you're in a play. Yeah.
And then you could just do your active, like just
Yeah,
legitimately
yeah.
do comedy from sitting right there.
Yeah, yeah.
And then jump down like how I had jumped off of that thing last time, and then
great.
walk back up on stage, and you could,
That's so much more. I feel
could
like
fucking
it's so much more
flip
productive.
someone's titty in the front row. Some guy, some dude.
Yeah,
What are
yeah,
you doing here, fatso? And you titty flip someone.
Dude, I would love to see that.
Dude.
That will get your ass whooped probably by
Dude,
somebody.
I don't know.
They'll get so pissed.
I don't know if I'm making this up because I think it's funny to do or not, but like, I know for sure this kid one time put like a piece of paper that said "bitch" on the back of one of my teacher's back, and she walked around with it for like 20 minutes, and then he took it off without getting caught.
No,
There were kids,
fucking
dude. There were kids that I
way.
went to school with that were like,
Dude,
on-
that's legendary.
That's what I'm saying. There were kids that I went to school with that were on fire with that kind of shit. sometimes.
Holy
like of like,
shit.
you know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure one of this kid one time titty flipped this fat dude teacher, but made it look like an accident. I'm almost positive because I think
Dare you to touch his boob?
no, I legitimately think it was just like someone did that shit and then like was like like made it look like an accident.
100% my bad.
Yeah, made it look like an accident just enough that the teacher was like, "Oh fuck, okay." Like I never had the balls that some of the kids,
No!
that some kids you go to school with do, you know?
Dude, insane.
Yeah,
I remember the only interactions that I had was with like teachers that were like that was usually me getting in trouble. And like in grade school, the principal hated me. She
Yeah.
hated me. But it was like
saying Mr. Jagger.
it was so weird. It was like it was very
But I had
Ferris
my ultimate
Bueller's.
Fer- I was about to say the same thing that I had a lot of Ferris Bueller-ish administration people at my schools too.
Yeah, where it's like I'm gonna get you one of these days.
Yeah,
Tinkin.
100%.
And it was like I never did anything, but then one day she fucking broke, Bruce. She broke. Because I was.
She was like, "You're so cool," and she like brought you with like a "That's my boy" where he's banging the teacher.
The only way it was like Ferris Bueller's has nothing to do with me being cool. It has everything to do with her having like what I felt like was a vendetta against me.
Yeah,
you know.
she broke, and what happened?
She goes, "You're never gonna amount to anything because the only thing you're good at is acting like you're retarded or
said
you're
retarded?
3 years old." Yes,
How old were you?
I was in 5th grade.
That's pretty dope.
I was pretty fucking dope.
Why didn't you listen to her?
I did. I was like, okay, I guess I can just give up now.
Yeah,
No, I tried so hard, Bruce. I was
what?
like,
she gave you all
to
the right.
succeed.
She
to,
gave
like,
you all the
make it.
right advice.
Yeah.
She said you're not going to amount to anything because all you know how to do is act retarded, and like you're 3 years old.
Yes,
And it's like that's a perfect example of a comedian.
it's true.
That
Dude,
none of us are going to amount to anything because all we know how to do is act retarded.
real talk. There have been, when I look back through my life, there were so many clues that were like, don't try to be a fucking regular dude. Like,
No, I know what you're saying.
just
100%.
like, and I genuinely really tried to just be a guy that likes going to work, that was going to work his way up the ladder and, have a wife and 2 kids and a house and all that. Like, I really tried. And man, it didn't work out. But if I had listened to Miss Unruh and been like, I could, you know what should have happened when she said that? Quick zoom into on my little kid face, and $2 signs just pop up in my eyes, and I go,
And you just go,
cha-ching, and then all of a sudden it's me in the place where Carrot Top was on chairman of the board. I figured it out. I become Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Like, what the hey? Like just
Or you could have just started doing roast battle on your teacher. Be like, well, that's because Miss Unruh's dad has AIDS, so that means that.
I used to talk back, and I'm getting it now that I have kids because that's what broke her was my being right and talking back. You know, stop being a smart aleck. My name's not Alec. I'm not even that smart. You know, just being. And she's like, knock it off. I'm like, knock what off? Like, and she's like, I'm gonna kill you. I'm like, I'm calling the cops. You know, just like never letting her get to me. Never considering. I don't know. It was very, and she just couldn't handle it. I've had bosses who felt that way about me too because I didn't kowtow. You know, and it's not like it's a pride thing. It's just literally, I was just like. Oh, I didn't realize I was supposed to do that.
Didn't know I was supposed to be your bitch.
Yeah, I'm not impressed by you. The job's not that hard.
I had kids in my schools where they would like sneeze in class and they would go like, pussy. And the teacher would be like, Gary. And he'd be like, what? I just sneezed. And everyone would be like, yeah, you just sneezed. What?
Dude, I remember in high school, I think it was my sophomore year, there was this guy, Solomon, dude. He's a fucking big ass dude, just good looking dude. And he was a great football player, but didn't really give a fuck. And I remember he got kicked out of class for for not giving a shit about anything. And basically like, Solomon, you want to pay attention? Like, nah. So is there something you'd rather be doing? Yeah. Like, and then get out. So he gets kicked out and he ends up boning what I can only describe as the best looking girl in the school while he's he had to leave the class. He gets kicked out of class and he's found in the food court just boning down with this
food court.
Well, so it was the food court in the gym. So you know how like there was a little, spot where all the candy and soda machine was and everything in the gym. So he gets kicked out of class and gets found there, and we hear it all because the coach who was our teacher had the radio on for the security guards and everything. So we hear him go like, "We found him. He was." He was entertaining a young lady in the food court, and we were all just like, the whole class was just like, "Oh!" like, and he was like a god.
Was the teacher pissed?
Yes, but it was like, Jesus, Solomon,
That's so sick.
And everybody was getting everybody pregnant back then too. So it was like at my school, at least. I mean, I don't know if your school was like that, but there's a lot of people getting knocked up. So it was like one of those things, like, Jesus, dude. Like, what are you doing? He's like, nah, man, I put a Charleston chew wrapper on it, dog. It's cool.
There was a security guard at our school that was this dude Felix, who actually just passed away. Major legend. Shouts out Felix, dude. He passed away.
Rest in peace, man.
But they were like, he would like do his job and get everything done and like was cool and like basically if you like brought him food from Jack in the Box, he didn't care if you like snuck out of school and shit. And
that's great.
Inside man. I remember one time that he was like, I recorded a fight on my phone, and like most of the time that you get found that like you have something like that, you'll get in trouble. And like I was showing it to somebody, and he was like, "What's that?" And I was like, "Nothing." And he's like, "Is that the phone? Like he's like, that's what he's like. Let me see that shit. And I was like, "No, Felix, come on, dude. I don't have it." He's like, "No, come on." And then he's like, if you don't, he literally was like, "If you don't show it to me, I'm gonna get you in trouble." And I was like, "Come on, bro." And then he's watching, and literally he's like, "Oh, he's fucking him up." Damn. All right, delete that shit. Delete that. It's literally like, it's so fucking funny.
There is always a teacher or a security guard or a janitor or one or two people or like an assistant band teacher that keeps it real.
Yeah.
And I always have appreciated that. Like I get it. like just kind of drops the whole facade and just becomes one human being talking to another. I had that happen a couple of times with a drum instructor
Yeah.
in high school, and it was a trip, man. I really it was just like, what is this? Like,
Yeah.
wait a second, you don't have it all figured out at your age, you know?
There's a friend of mine who's a teacher, and he was a PE teacher. And he was mostly a track coach, but he's also a PE teacher. But he legit just said he was walking into the locker room, past one of the lockers, and a kid blew pretty much directly in his face, blew out a cloud of weed vape smoke.
Yeah.
And my friend, I don't want to say his name. But he smokes, and he's like, dude, what the fuck? He been literally all but was probably bruh.
Yeah.
I think he literally said, he's like, dude, he immediately was like, dude, how are you so bad at this?
Yeah,
Almost.
yeah,
That was
yeah.
his first, how are you this blatant
Yes.
with what you're doing right now?
Yes.
But he said nowadays kids don't even get in trouble for that shit, bro. They'll get fucking sent back to class in the same period. They're all fucking stoned out of their mind. Kids in my dude, whenever I was in high school,
blown away.
Whenever I was in high school, if you got caught with a fucking weed in a piece, a nug of weed in your car,
Yeah.
you would get fucking expelled.
But I will say this: yes, I agree with that. That's how it was when I was growing up too. I was in the '90s, and the thing that they didn't seem to give a shit about was alcohol. There would be one of the teacher's kids threw a party at the teacher's place.
Yeah,
and there was alcohol being served there, and I remember cops were called, and I remember seeing a wave of kids jumping over the back fence and going into the neighbor's backyard, and then going, and it's very vivid memory.
You were damn, why am I not even there?
Yeah. Well, I wasn't even drinking. I wasn't doing anything
Were you at the party?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you meant you were watching from your house.
No. I was, and I just went out the side gate because there was only 2 cops at the front door. I'm just like, this is stupid.
I would have walked right through the front door and been like, fuck you, pigs. Get out of my way. That's what you should have done if you wanted to get major pussy.
No way.
Yeah, you go out there and get arrested?
Yeah. I didn't want to. I was avoiding all the MP, if you will. But yeah, no, I was notorious for going to a lot of the parties and not drinking.
That's a sick thing to be notorious for, dude. We're at 51. I just wanted to check.
Yeah. I wouldn't say I was, I was notorious. Yeah.
I was notorious for going to every party and eating pussy the absolute best. Everyone knew me in high school as a master of eating puss.
Bakersfield own pussy eating champion is here.
I would always just stand in the corner in the hallway with a cowboy hat pulled down with a big belt buckle with a piece of a fucking toothpick.
By the way,
People come over and be like, Bruce, where's the party at this weekend, big man? And I'd flick up my hat and be like, I don't know, maybe it's right there in them pantyhose. They'd be like, oh my God.
you flick a cigarette in their face.
Yeah, it's like they saw Elvis, dude.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. I could see. I was thinking when you were saying that, when you did that one, I pictured you in a kind of one of those short brimmed Irishish hats.
Oh, no, wait. I got a big old Stetson on, dude.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you're definitely. You've established the Stetson lifestyle. Definitely, dude. One of these days, I can see you spending $4,000 on a cowboy hat.
Oh, yeah.
Those Stetsons
I
for
would
real
have
are
the
expensive.
coolest, Western clothes if I had any money at all.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
Dude, I
That's what's
remember
gonna
going
happen,
to
dude.
thrift stores and seeing a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of that cool shit.
Especially down there in places like that.
Yeah.
Dude, once we're popping on Patreon with that $25 tier, we're going to do a $25 tier every month. That's going to be an episode where it's an extra episode every month where we just sit here and breathe into the mics.
Just here's a little taste
No, literally not even going to say anything. We're just going to be sitting here staring at each other for an hour.
for $25.
Yeah, $25 a month. Try it. Let's give a 10-second example of what that episode will be like.
All right.
I think that's solid. I think people will do that.
Yeah, I think that could be good.
You think that's a good idea?
Yeah, it could be good.
Yeah.
Well, I put a little teaser of that in the last week's episode. Apparently,
Yeah. Also, we're gonna have a Patreon tier, but it's actually gonna be a donation thing where it's gonna be $8,000, and I'll do that thing that Houdini did, where he put a bunch of locks on himself and jumped in a pool.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Are you wanting to do a Patreon?
Yeah, we're gonna. I mean, if I could do stuff like that for $8,000, we'll do a Patreon eventually. People will come begging for it.
Yeah, I think so. I hope. I mean,
You gotta
shoot.
tease it. You gotta give it to them, and then you gotta pull away. Give them a little more. And you pull away.
I always have an aversion, even though the intention of doing a podcast, I guess one of the intended consequences that you hope happens is you make some money from it.
Yeah, duh.
But
Are you crazy?
I mean, you have to. You know, we're not all independently wealthy. You know, but that would be the nice thing to happen. But I always do feel weird about doing it. But I remember from 2 podcasts ago when I was with Evan, be like, you can't hide this podcast from people. Okay, when it comes out, tell people that it's out. You know, let people know, because there was a tendency of a lot of people that I was around at that time to very much be like, fuck, podcast. Like, oh, ever my janitor has a podcast. And like all the, it was all like, oh, but I'm so good that I never need to tell anybody. I hate that shit.
Yeah,
I hate it.
dude. We're very public. This is a very public podcast.
It's public. This is available at your local library.
You ever been to in San Francisco where you go to one of those public bathrooms that where it's like really nice on the inside? It's a little booth and it like cleans itself and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like that they put like the toilet seat spins and puts the plastic around the thing.
I have not seen that. That's amazing.
It's crazy. But it like, what's that sound? Oh, you like whenever you get up from the thing, the toilet seat spins and like goes and like puts another plastic thing on it.
Yeah.
And I was in San Francisco a few months ago. Mm-hmm. I didn't tell you about this.
Yeah, I am. I can feel a bit coming in.
My dick got caught in the thing, and it went all the way. It went all the way around, and I had to find. There was a button that said reverse, and so then it went back around, and I got my dick out. And truthfully, I busted a huge ass nut. When
Damn.
it happened. It was crazy. So now I'm like,
I've been fucking toilet seats.
well,
ever
I'm like
since.
jonesing to go back
Oh yeah.
to that toilet seat.
San Francisco, come for the scenery, stay for fucking the bathroom.
Those things are sick though. They're super legit.
I've never seen that. That's
There's
very cool.
these like booths in San Francisco. There's like, and they're nice on corners. And you go in and you piss, and then you leave, and it's like, and then the thing like switches, and it like it like self cleans every like
Yeah.
so often.
Have you gone to those bathrooms that are just human beings that you shit on their chest and they spit water in your ass?
No, I've thought about that though.
That's a good, honestly, like a service that you could provide. Just somebody just spitting.
There
water
used to
in your
be, I mean,
butthole.
there used to be like clubs, like gay clubs, back before being gay was popular.
Yeah.
and it was like these underground things.
before it was the hip thing to do.
Yeah, but people would go there and you would like pee on people. I mean, they still do it now.
Yeah.
A friend of mine was saying that he was going to go to he took off work to go to a big gay warehouse party.
Yeah.
And he said it was going to be crazy. And I was like, damn, I kind of want to go. And he was like, I don't know, dude. And then
I got it. Okay.
I was talking, what?
I went to an auction once and there was this very thick glass table. And I was with my buddy. This was forever ago. And I go, dude, that's nice. And it was like $15. And it was a big,
At an auction?
yes. It was like,
What's the point of an auction if you're auctioning $15?
because it was all like unclaimed property and
okay.
things like that. It was like, but it was like, basically nothing ever got bid on.
In
you know,
this
so-
one, we got a DVD copy of Bringing Down the House with Steve Martin and Queen Latifah.
Dude, legitimately,
Starting at 50 cents.
it would
Is
be
that kind of thing.
It would be a lot of 50 movies starting at $2.
Damn.
Yeah, seriously. So anyway,
Would you be like, "Boop"?
my buddy goes, he goes, never buy a used glass tabletop that's that thick. And I was like, why? And he's like, the only reason that table exists is so people can shit on it and other people can be underneath and watch. And because it was like a human size, thick ass.
I feel like it happened to your friend, and now
tabletop.
he thinks it happens to everybody.
Hey, who knows? But he legitimately was like, don't buy that. That's disgusting. And I'm like, I don't know. Who cares? And for me too, it's like, I don't care if there was shit on a tabletop.
Me neither.
It's like, clean it off. That's
There's
what you
been
have
shit
to
on
clean
every
it.
single inch of my house.
Absolutely.
I've shitted in it. I've touched shit and then wiped it everywhere.
Yeah.
I pick up dog shit
That's part
with
of
no bag. Now my dog's pissed. He's like, that's not true.
that's not Soupy loves honesty and hates lies.
Yeah, he's wigging out, dude.
He's tripping. Somebody's outside. Oh, I bet old Kelly's back.
Oh wow, dude, Sweaty Kelly.
Sweaty
Straight from the
Kelly.
gym.
Yeah, don't be gross when she comes in, dude.
Why?
Be kind.
Who is? I don't think you know anyone who's more kind than me. That's I'm the kindest, most even keeled guy.
Yeah, just be nice, I mean,
Dude, I can't believe you didn't even upload the video last week, dude.
You were supposed to upload it too.
We were supposed to be here. We were supposed to get clips done. You sat here. You fucking you dicked around on the computer for
I will
like
fucking
hours.
kill you.
You fucked
dude.
around.
You wish I was fucking
fucked
around.
all night on your computer. You were playing Oregon Trail when I looked over at one point. And I was like, "What's going on?" And you're like, "Nothing." And I looked, and it was like Bruce died of cholera. And I was like, "You're playing it, and you're naming the fucking guy after me."
I'm just talking shit about you somehow to myself,
Dude.
No, dude, these fucking videos, these 4Ks, and I think we're gonna start recording in 1080.
No.
Okay, but
No.
I'm telling you, but this is good. It's Saturday, which means that
Dude,
why are you
destroying the illusion?
It's Saturday. Who
You're a
cares?
fucking crazy guy.
But it just takes so long to render it. So I sent it to you. Remember, that's why I was here. I was copying it so I could send it to you.
Dude.
Do you remember this?
Yeah, but I'm starting to think that freaking Ms. Mule Deer had a point.
Ms. Mule Deer.
That you fucking, all you're good at is fucking being retarded and acting like you're 3 years old.
You're 3.
Dude, what was her name? Ms. Mule Deer?
Unruh.
Unruh. Damn, that's a sick last name. You should have said, let me.
She was a.
You should have said, let me rue those undies in there, Ms. Unruh.
She was a real '90s Disney show principal. She's very much.
This is
so.
the principal telling you.
Yeah.
Damn,
yeah,
that's
Ms. Unruh.
more verified than your teacher.
Principal at
The highest power in the land.
at a Christian grade school.
Yeah, she's as close to God as anybody.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Did you ever see her at church?
No, I didn't. We didn't go to the same. They went to a lot of people went to People's Church when I was growing up, and I wasn't all about People's Church. No,
What's going on over there?
It was too big for me. But then the church that I went to ended up being just as big. So it's like, but yeah, I was, I like a homegrown church. I like a First Timothy kind of church.
Who's First Timothy?
It's one of the guys.
The first Timothy ever, dude. That's
First Timothy ever. Yeah. No, it was one of the letters that was written to Timothy about how to run his church, basically. Romans, all that stuff. Anyway, books of the Bible, Bruce. You know about Bible books?
Dude, the Bible's whack as fuck.
Bible's great. It's just you got to look at it in not such a fucking.
Dude, can I tell you something that the other day I heard a joke that made me laugh very hard from none other than Renee Lancaster.
Oh wow!
Renee Lancaster smashed it on Wednesday, dude.
Hell yeah!
He was on fire, dude. Crushed it. But he told the joke. He tells this joke about audiobooks, and he was like, he likes them because it discourages skipping tracks. And he's like, I was reading the Bible, listening to the Bible the other day. I skipped some tracks, and I was sitting there like, who the hell is Ezekiel? Just the dumbest. He'd be fine with me telling him this joke. Just
I love it.
Put it on a platform, dude. My man Renee Lancaster.
I love it. Wow, that's great.
He was crushing, dude.
Bruce doesn't usually give shout outs to other people on public forums. So
I got a shout out to give
right
now. Big Humble Podcast. Suck my dick, bitches.
Yeah.
You fucking dickheads. You fucking dildos. You guys are fucking. You guys might as well talk to Ms. Unruh because all you guys are good at is exactly what she said.
Yeah.
And if you fucking, I offered these guys, dude, very politely to do a swap cast because I'm trying to bump up my friends' numbers.
That's
dude.
right. Yeah,
And
we're trying to help them out.
You know what they did to me?
What?
They turned around and spit in my face.
Jesus, what did they? How metaphorically or
No, they spit on me.
They spit in your face?
Yeah, that guy Matt. Don't Google him too much. He's been to jail.
Has he really? Oh my gosh.
Dude,
No,
but they're over there talking. They're over there trying to start a podcast beef and talk shit. And you know what? I'll say fuck you, and I'll end it there, dude. Because I'm not even gonna fucking give them the light of day.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna give them any of the fries at the bottom of the bag. They don't deserve them, dude.
I like Morgan though.
Morgan's a good guy.
He's a good guy. He's a sweetie.
So that other guy, that Shrek guy, he hangs out with.
I watch it because I feel like Morgan kind of
Carries it.
I don't know, he evens out the way I feel about their podcast morally. I don't know.
They're talking shit, dude.
Yeah, they're talking shit. What are you gonna do?
They said they said that you're like fat. I know.
But we shoot above the table, though.
I know. They said you're fat.
But how is...
That's just what they said. They said they were holding me down and they were doing that name 10 candy bars thing.
Yeah.
They were like twisting like counting my ribs and shit. And they were like, and tell Kevin he's fat.
Dude, you know what I don't like about this bit is that I'm going to retaliate on stuff you're making up, and then I'm going to feel bad.
Oh, retaliate.
I'm just saying, it's
Kill
kind of
them.
odd that they would call me fat.
That's odd. Yeah.
You know?
Those guys don't even know how to look left and right before they freaking cross the road, dude.
Yeah.
You know who knows how to cross the road better than Morgan?
Everyone?
The chicken from the joke. You know why? Because he always got to the other side.
You know what? That's true. That's very true. Morgan got hit by a car.
He did get hit by a car.
And I'm so glad that he's getting back. But yeah. But if you, I always feel weird. I'm like,
no, they're fine guys, but they're trying to
Great.
fuck with me, dude. They're trying to fuck with my money.
Matt's a sexual predator.
When you're
I'm just gonna put
when
it
you're
out
playing,
there.
I tell these guys they're trying to fuck with my podcast.
Yeah.
And when you're playing with my podcast, you're playing with my emotions.
Yeah. Matt is the only guy that I feel uncomfortable around.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm in danger sometimes. Like I don't know what he's gonna do. You know what I mean? He gets that wild look in his eye, especially if he's had a couple of those LaCroix.
there's something wrong with that guy.
I don't know. He gets
I don't.
carbonated
It's
up.
not that I think he's like doing anything illegal.
Yeah.
I just think he's like off.
Yeah. He is a little.
There's
off.
just something. I just don't think he's all the way there.
Yeah, I care about him. Matt, go see a doctor, buddy. We care about you.
I think he's a little bit like those two people that were fucking on the fountain, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, well, at least he's got a titty out, though.
Yeah, he's got a titty out.
Well, folks, of course, all love, fun. If you like the pod,
July 29th, Comedian Cinema Club, The Yard Theater. It's 2 months away, and it's already about to sell out. Shit's wild.
yeah, it's
Get
crazy.
tickets fast.
It's really awesome. The tickets are fucking moving. 2 months out. So that's it's going to be a thing we're going to be doing from now. We're going to hope to be traveling around with that, too. So that'll be a blast.
We're not coming to your hometown.
We might
Tell
be.
us where to come. Except
Seriously.
for that guy in Alaska who drives down a lonely road.
I hate it when
Like
I hear
he's
you
fucking
say the
in
phrase,
Green Day.
tell us where to come, because there's only
Tell us where to come.
It's me and you. We knock on someone's front door and they open. I go, hello, can we help you? And go, tell us where to come. All right, fine. Don't even look me in the eye. when
I'm
doing it.
looking.
No, that's fine.
Shut up,
Send us
dude.
an email to bagfriespod@gmail.com and make sure to leave a 5-star review wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you've already done that, go leave us a review of the Bag Fries podcast on a friend's podcast or just another random podcast. Another
Leave
podcast
5-star
that you
reviews
enjoy.
on The Big Humble, The Brian and Ramsey Show, Fat Jocks,
Yeah, yep.
The Fighter and the Kid.
What unlicensed therapy with Ari Manis? Do that.
Those ones, yeah.
Please, because that's fun. It's fun to leave reviews. I used to write a lot of reviews in Amazon, no bullshit, and so they would get pretty epic. And
There's no pussy in that.
Buddy, I'm telling you, it was a lonely Friday night. What are you gonna do?
All right, I gotta go to work.
What else?
You keep doing this to me. Every time we're doing a podcast, I'm always gotta be like, sorry, I gotta go to work.
It's not my fault.
Well, you're
Jeez.
the one who shows up 4 hours before I have to go to work.
I'm gonna kill you, dude.
What, dude?
Well, I'm gonna kill Bruce. So we'll see you next week.
On video. If Kevin does his job. We got that last word in there, dude. Is it still recording?